They don't want to have nothing to do. They insulate themselves. So they get a dummy like him, right? Old man, a dummy. I think he was in his 70s, right? They get him and say, oh, you're going to be the boss. Not only that, we're going to make you, and you're going to be the boss. And you're going to have control of all Connecticut and Mass. Guy's in his 70s. I think he lasted 2 years. He had an FBI driving him around. He had an informant, another guy that infiltrated the family with that case with the 47 of them, with Merlino and all them. The guy Rubio, he was an informant. So he had him around him, and they all got arrested. So he lasted 2 years, and they all went to prison.
Well, then after him was Albert the Animal Calvanisi?
Right. So Albert's my friend that I grew up with. He's a Springfield faction guy. You know, I'm still friends with him to this day. He's and that's another thing that he's the most feared gangster in outside of New York in our area. But he's not what they describe him to be in the he's not a made man. Yeah, he's not made.
So how could he be the boss?
But that's because the newspaper people write that.
Okay.
You know, and they tell
so he
the
wasn't
bullshit.
actually the boss.
He was the most feared guy, but no, he didn't want nothing to do with structure and being the boss, and he had his own money on the streets, loan shark. He had his own sport. He never did sports. He was just a ruthless loan shark is what he was. And that's really what he was. He was a loan shark, and he was his own boss and his own way. And he was like that his whole life. And he just they're right. He has a feared reputation, the most out of anybody that I grew up with in that area. But he was not a made man. He didn't report to anybody in New York. He wasn't anything to do with the structure of the mafia. He didn't want nothing to do with it.